Happy Monday, everybody, and cheers to all of you that got the shiny new console that you wanted this launch week. My name is Brandon Rosa, and welcome to episode 77 of the Xbox in 10 podcast, your weekly source of Xbox gaming news covered in around 10 minutes. Every Monday, this podcast covers new game releases, their previous week's gaming news, and we all learn an Xbox-related fun fact together. This show is on YouTube and podcast services around the world, so please subscribe on your favorite and leave a review. Xboxin10.com, no numbers, is your quick source for links to all of our podcast destinations and social media profiles, which you can follow at Xboxin10. To start, let's talk game releases. The big games out last week, and there was a ton given the launch of the console, include Observer System Redux, Borderlands 3 Designer's Cut, Tetris Effect Connected, Destiny 2 Beyond Light, Yakuza Like a Dragon, Gears Tactics on consoles, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Fuser, The Falconeer, The Sims 4 Snowy Escape, Let's Sing 2021, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, and Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory. The games coming out this week include Serious Sam Collection, Mars Horizon, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Professor Rubik's Brain Fitness, Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate, Mortal Kombat 11 Combat Pack 2, 5 Dates, Star Renegades, Bridge Constructor, The Walking Dead, Poker Club, Katamari Damacy Reroll, and Brawl Chess. Now on to last week's biggest news stories, and we have 7 to cover this week. Number 1, the biggest launch in Xbox history, all thanks to you. This is by Liz Hemren, CVP of Gaming Experiences and Platforms over on Xbox Wire. Thanks to you, the launch of Xbox Series X and S is now the most successful debut in our history. While we missed the emotional spark of being together with you in person, it was incredible to celebrate a new generation of gaming with the millions on our celebration livestream and everyone who participated in our global launch across 40 countries. Your support and what you accomplished in the first 24 hours of launch inspire us and demonstrate the connective power of play is more important than ever. There were more new consoles sold than any prior generation, with Xbox Series S adding the highest percentage of new players for any Xbox console at launch. More games played, 3,594 in total, spanning 4 generations, setting a record for the most games ever played during an Xbox console launch. Next gen means more ways to discover and play. 70% of Series X and S consoles are attached to new and existing Game Pass members. And none of this would be possible without great games to play. We also want to thank our development partners around the world and congratulate them on their respective launches this week, including delivering more than 40 new and optimized games like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Destiny 2 Beyond Light, Dirt 5, The Falconeer, Tetris Effect Connected, Watch Dogs Legion, and Yakuza Like a Dragon to players on day one, 30 of which support smart delivery. We know that not everyone was able to get an Xbox Series X and S immediately, and we are working tirelessly with our partners around the world to bring as many new consoles to as many of you as possible over time, and encourage you to check in with your local retailers directly for more details on availability in your market. Your early reaction and excitement for the next generation of Xbox has us feeling grateful and energized to continue building the future of gaming with you. On the behalf of Team Xbox, thank you. I picked up my Xbox Series X first thing on Tuesday morning, and what a special feeling it is opening up that box of a new console for the first time. Really was special. I also secured a Series X for one of my friends and a Series S for one of my other friends. Very intrigued to see how that Series S looks, as I actually love the design of my Series X now up on my gaming desk. Number 2, Halo 4 coming to Master Chief Collection on PC with remastered campaign. Jordan Alleman at IGN writes, Halo 4 will launch on PC as part of the Master Chief Collection with a fully remastered campaign on November 17th. A trailer titled Wake Up John just dropped over on the Halo YouTube channel. The edition will complete the Master Chief Collection on PC, which will then offer every game in the mainline series aside from Halo 5 Guardians. The description for that trailer on YouTube reads, Now optimized for PC, experience the fully remastered campaign to embark against new foes, dust off some orbital drops and Spartan Ops, or dive right back into multiplayer. Of course, you can already access every Halo game via the Master Chief Collection on Xbox consoles. The console version of Halo the Master Chief Collection will be receiving an update on November 17th to coincide with this news, optimizing the collection for Series X and Series S, and offering 120 frames per second in both campaign and multiplayer modes. While I just went through every mainline game last year of the Halo series, I'm excited to do it again this year once we have a better idea of when Halo Infinite is going to drop. Can't wait to play it with the Series X optimizations. Number 3, Phil Spencer wants 1 vs 100 back on Xbox 2 and is on the case. James O'Connor at GameSpot writes, 1 vs 100 on the Xbox 360 is remembered fondly by many of the 114,000 players who jumped into it over the year it ran. The digital game show, which pitted one player against the 100-player mob, would reward successful players with Microsoft points to spend on games. In an interview with GameSpot, Xbox head Phil Spencer discussed the title and says that he's as keen as anyone to see it return. Reflecting on the success of HQ Trivia and similar programs, Spencer said that he and ID at Xbox's Chris Carla have had many discussions on what a return would look like. Quote, I know I teased it a little bit a couple of weeks ago, he says, hinting at his comments during a FanFest stream. I wouldn't tease people if I didn't think that this was something whether or not it's that exact IP, Spencer says. But the mechanic of people playing online I thought was, and was just the whole structure of that, was really neat and special. Maybe ahead of its time. Getting to work on that was fun, end quote. Spencer says that he regrets that he didn't keep it going beyond the 1 year it ran. 1 vs 100 wasn't available in numerous regions either, with only US and UK Ireland variants. But while he can't announce anything, the Xbox boss suggests that something is in the works. Quote, I'll just say as a big fan of what's going on there, and Chris and I, we are on the case, I'll put it that way, end quote. I was one of those 114,000 players years and years ago on the 360 that checked out 1 vs 100. It clearly was ahead of its time, and I think it could be huge on modern day consoles, with being on Game Pass across all the devices, for everyone to tune in to a weekly game show. Could be really exciting. Number 4, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members get a 30-day free Disney Plus trial this holiday. Adam Bankhurst at IGN writes, starting on November 9th, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscribers will be able to activate a 30-day free trial of Disney Plus. As announced on Xbox Wire, the trial will be able to be activated through the perk gallery on an Xbox console, Xbox app on Windows 10 PC, or through the Xbox Game Pass mobile app on iOS and Android. Once activated, users will be taken to the Disney Plus site to activate their subscription. This offer will only be available until January 31st, 2021, and will be able to be redeemed anytime before March 2nd, 2021. Furthermore, it's only available to new Disney Plus subscribers, and the trial will renew at $6.99 a month until you cancel. Just more added value to the insane Game Pass Ultimate subscription, and go check out a month of Disney Plus, and any of you who have watched Star Wars Rebels and Star Wars The Clone Wars, get on watching The Mandalorian, trust me. Number 5, Infinity Ward quietly adds 120 frames per second to Call of Duty Warzone on Xbox Series X, but not PS5. Wesley Inpool at Eurogamer writes, Infinity Ward has added 100 frames per second support to Call of Duty Warzone on the Series X. This support, which was not mentioned in Modern Warfare's latest patch notes, published this week or on social media, was spotted by players as they tested the Battle Royale on Microsoft's new console. The Microsoft Store listings for both Warzone and Modern Warfare mention 120 frames per second. Digital Foundry's initial testing confirms Warzone now hits 120 frames per second on the Series X, but mostly hits between 100 and 120. However, Digital Foundry's initial testing confirms Warzone is limited to 60 frames per second on PS5. This is a puzzling difference between Warzone, one of the biggest games on the planet that has crossplay enabled by default across all platforms. Running on Series X and PS5, Digital Foundry has found a variety of testing methods to triple check Warzone's FPS on PS5, and all see the game running at 60. Neither Activision or Infinity Ward have commented on this, we have asked, so we can only speculate as to why the companies have yet to shout about 120 frames per second for their phenomenally successful shooter. This is in stark contrast to the line taken by Bungie, for example, which announced Destiny 2 120 frames per second on next-gen consoles to much fanfare this week. This is very exciting for all of you that got the Series X and have a TV that supports the 120 frames per second via HDMI 2.1. I got the LG C8 TV a few years ago, and to much demise, it can only support 60 frames per second. However, that means I still get to use my Hue lights with my Hue Sync box, and I really enjoy that experience. Number 6, Cyberpunk 2077 reconfirms December release date after delay rumors. Matt Kim at IGN writes, Cyberpunk 2077 developer CD Projekt Red has responded to rumors that another delay for its hotly anticipated RPG could happen, possibly pushing the title into 2021. Rather than deny the rumors, the developer reaffirmed its new December 10th release date. Quote, as a rule, we don't comment on rumors or speculation, and quote, a CD Projekt Red representative told IGN in response to a request for comment on the latest delay rumors. Quote, but I will confirm we were just taking time to update all of our assets to reflect the new launch date of December 10th, end quote. The statement was issued after a rumor began circulating that Cyberpunk 2077 could be delayed again for a fourth time after the developers recently pushed the RPG back from a November 19th release date to December 10th. At this point, this is kind of a non-news story, but this is my most anticipated game, and I know for many this holiday, so it's reassuring, I guess, to hear them reaffirm the release date, but again, they've done this before and delayed it. I was really looking forward to playing this game over my vacation on Thanksgiving break, but I guess this is going to have to wait till December now. Number 7. Halo TV series recast Cortana with original voice actress Jen Taylor. Matthew Olson at US Gamer writes, work has resumed on Showtime's Halo TV series after a pandemic delay, but plans have changed a little. Showtime Amblin Entertainment and 343 Industries has revealed to IGN that voice actress Jen Taylor, who has played the role of Cortana in the Halo game series ever since the release of Combat Evolved in 2001, is now set to reprise her role as Master Chief's AI companion in the series. This is the first and so far only bit of Halo recasting news spurred by the production pause from earlier this year. Back in August of 2019, Natasha Micklone, Californication and The Truman Show, was originally cast as both Cortana and Dr. Catherine Halsey in the show. Due to scheduling difficulties caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, McLone won't appear in the Showtime series as Cortana, but will still be playing Halsey. A cool news story to hopefully give some hope to the Halo TV series actually being good. Obviously, Jen Taylor is super iconic with Cortana and the original voice, so let's get that into the show and see what happens. As always, we end our show with a fun fact about Xbox, and this one is about a PSA for the Series X. Credit to Chaim Gattenberg at The Verge. Microsoft's latest next-gen console, the Xbox Series X, along with its smaller cousin, the Series S, has arrived. And with it comes a whole bunch of internet con artists trying to meme people into believing their new console is plagued by terrible issues. You might, for example, have seen clips passed around the internet that showcase the Series X literally smoking. The post would have you believe that the blazing graphics of the Series X are so demanding that they can cause an Xbox to catch fire. But the reality is much simpler than Xbox consoles spontaneously bursting into flame. What actually appears to be happening is that people are piping vape smoke into their new $500 consoles to give off the appearance of a fire to troll fans on social media. The meme has gone far enough that Microsoft itself has dignified it with a response, tweeting, "We can't believe we have to say this, but please do not blow vape smoke into your Xbox Series X." I don't know if we'll call it a fun fact this week, but it's a public service announcement to not believe everything you see on the internet, and don't blow vape smoke into it. Thank you all for listening to the Xbox in 10 podcast, your weekly source of Xbox gaming news covered in around 10 minutes. If you like the show, please subscribe on your favorite podcast service, share it with your friends, leave a review, and follow on all social media at Xbox in 10. This past week, I finally got back into playing video games with my shiny new console. I've been on my Destiny 2 grind with Beyond Light for raid readiness on Saturday, and I'm really enjoying it so far. Tetris Effect Connected is insanely fun and beautiful to look at, but also gets me more mad than any game in recent history. Sea of Thieves and Gears 5 look awesome and play better than ever on the Series X. I jumped into Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice to start my replay on that game, enjoying it again. Although I haven't beaten the first Ori game yet, I jumped into the Will-o'-the-Wisps just to see how beautiful it looks, and my god, it's insane on that 6K upres. I played through Bright Memory, which is about an hour experience, and if you can understand that this game came from one player, I think it's actually worth checking out. It was only about $9 on the Xbox store, so have at it. Once I finish recording this show, I'll be back on the Destiny 2 grind, and I will be anticipating the arrival of my PS5 on Tuesday. On the launch day Thursday, I was finally able to secure an order for one, and I'm excited to check out that new box compared to the Series X and see how next-gen it feels with Spider-Man Miles Morales. My name is Brandon Rosa. You can follow me on Xbox at Brosa93. Hope you all have a great week, stay safe, and keep on gaming.